3 years ago, um, one of my best friends died, and after this event, I got into a major depression. It was not the first time I got in depression. Like at university, I got a few times in depression, but this one was pretty major. And so I even went up to the psychiatrist, and they prescribed me some medicines. And I tried this for like 1 month, and it was awful. It didn't make me feel any better. It had so many side effects. And at that low point, I was really thinking, like, how will I do life? Like how I had no idea. Like life was so overwhelming, right? The inability to be happy is very heavy on the mind. And then I set myself an objective, which actually became the objective of my life, and which I worked towards in the past 3 years. I vouched to myself to build a very strong mental health and to become never depressed again. And so, I mean, I had some most of the way after, like the 3 years after, once I got out of it, were successful. I mean, I had a few dips, but not many. And there was one key thing that I introduced in my life, which changed everything. I mean, I did several things, right? I eradicated all the things that negatively influenced my mind, but there was one thing that went beyond everything else, and that is stopping to drink alcohol. Changed everything. Alcohol was for me the domino to everything. Like you drink late, you do stupid stuff that destroys things that you long-term dream of, relationships for example, and then next mornings you have hangovers, you're not productive, there's stress at work which you cannot handle. There was so many things. And since I stopped drinking alcohol, yeah, everything changed. So that's a bit my story. So, because people sometimes I don't drink alcohol, and nowadays I'm very confident about this. People sometimes wonder, right, like in complete disbelief, like, why are you not drinking? Yeah, so this is it. And I think the key principle that it's a long video, but the key principle that I would take away from that I take away from engagement in life, right, like, is when I meet people, I really try to not always understand them, but know they have their own story, right? So people will sometimes say things or do things which sound weird. Yeah, and then, but be open-minded and listen to the stories why they do things, because I think that's where all the interesting stories lay.